Celebrating 10 years of trailblazing in ground support, XSEED marks a decade as your leading partner in ground support equipment leasing. At the forefront of both short-term and long-term leasing solutions, XSEED adapts to your unique operational needs. Whether you're ramping up for peak season or planning for long-term growth, we provide the right equipment to keep your operations running smoothly. This anniversary, we renew our dedication to empowering your ground operations with efficiency and innovation. With XSEED, you're equipped for success today and prepared for the challenges of tomorrow. XSEED, driving excellence on the ground year after year. Explore more at XSEEDGSE.com.
This is John Pfister.
I'm Brian Yoder.
This is Mathias Moulinier.
This is Willie Martinez, and you are listening to GSE Podcast.
All right. Well, welcome to another edition of the GSE Podcast. I'm Matt Weitzel, and I am here with Abby Hepler and Karla Harrington. Abby is with Mallaghan. We've had them on the podcast before, and Karla is with XSEED. So how are you all doing this morning? How's it going?
We're great, Matt. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Karla, this is
I'm great.
Yeah, I know you're great. This is the second time that I've had, I think this is second time for both of you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I think the last time that both of you are on the podcast, we were talking about Women of GSE. We are going to go back over that topic because this is what this podcast is about. It's about Women of GSE. It's well, I'll let you explain what it is, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of dive in and figure out what's going on with Women of GSE. I know that you all are going to do something at the 9th America's GHI in Orlando.
Yes. So the Women of GSE was really founded to, just bring together and empower women in the industry. We know that it's a male dominated industry. And we just saw an opportunity there to really come together and, some of the initiatives that we'll talk about here in a little bit, but, we're looking at it as a way to make an impact in the industry and use our platform to do so as well. So, Karla, do you have anything?
Yeah, we definitely want to use our platform to encourage other women to come into the industry. It's a great place to work, good people to work with. I think for the most part, GSE itself is super fun, right? Kind of dorky, but we love it. And it's a really good platform for us to encourage other people, educate other people, and just to continue to grow the network of the women in the industry, as well as hopefully add more male counterparts in there.
Yeah, and I love this, actually. This is great. I'm so glad you all are doing this. I know that we had a conversation at the 8th America's GHI. Is that kind of when you all launched this?
Yes. So this, the GHI in Orlando will be our anniversary, our first year. So we did our first event in Toronto, had great success with that. And since then, it's just continued to grow and develop with our memberships and our following on LinkedIn. And, since then we've started our monthly Women of GSE Spotlight, which has been great to get to know women across different areas of the industry. And so that brings us to our first full year. And, we're excited to launch our Women of GSE Give Back initiative in Orlando.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really great.
Yes.
I want to reflect a little bit on the last year. I can't believe it's been a full year. This is incredible. It was from a conversation to a LinkedIn page to people registering, attending the GHI, mix and mingle that we had from, I think we had 14, 15 women there, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a value add, right? For all of us to know each other. It's a great way for our customers to get the best of both worlds, right? Doing business with us directly, but at the same time, we're able to connect them to other companies that may have solutions for whatever hurdles they're addressing at the time. So 12 months. And I love the spotlight that we have every month for a woman in GSE. We've had CEOs on there. We're looking at hopefully having some engineers on there, as well as just industry colleagues. So it's a really great place, and we hope that people will find it interesting and will continue to support it. And more importantly, look into supporting our causes as we move into GHI in Orlando.
Yeah, and Karla, unfortunately, I'm going to have to bring this up, and that is the fact that you missed the show, the GSE Expo Europe, and
really diving that knife deeper into my heart, man.
I know, I'm sorry. So I happened to be there, and I got to see the Women of GSE had an event that was held there, and you all had a lot of people. I thought that was I thought that was a really good turnout. How many people do you think were how many women, I guess I should say, how many women do you think were in attendance there at that?
Yeah, I would say it had to be close to 30 or so that were at the Portugal event. So it was great. I was just like a minute late, but as soon as I got there, the women formed a circle and everybody went around and introduced themselves and just talked a little bit about what they do in the industry. And it was great. And I think the biggest takeaway for me was I had one woman come up to me at the end and said, I came here not knowing anyone, and I'm so thankful that I had this time to network and meet people. And so now I can come here tomorrow and just be in a better position. So that was really neat.
I love that. I remember it was my first, and I think probably even like my second year where I was walking around these conferences and these shows, and I didn't know anybody. I knew the people that I worked with, but I didn't know anybody from any other aspects of the industry.
It's very
really
intimidating,
it
is
in
that position.
Exactly, and that's right. I hadn't thought about that, but that is great that she can then go to these things and see the people that she knows and interact, and then you all can introduce her to people from Mallaghan, from XSEED that she can interact with and things like that. So, yeah, that's an amazing story. I'm really glad that happened. So where have you gone in the last year from starting the LinkedIn page? Like where has this developed to? You're doing the LinkedIn page and you're doing spotlights on women. What else is happening in the last year?
Oh, our biggest launch, I think, will be at the GHI in Orlando. We definitely want to give back to the community, especially where these conferences are being held. It's important for us to show more than anything is that we're supporting people where we are, right? Like as little as we may think this is, it could be really big for those people who are affected. So I'll let you, Abby, talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so at the Orlando event, we'll be launching our Women of GSE Give Back initiative. And, we know some people in Orlando like yourself, Matt, but, we were asking around for some possible charities or places that we could donate. And so we came across the Resurrection Preschool of Winter Garden, Florida. And it's a state-funded school. And basically, the school cannot mandate the parents of the students to buy supplies for the school. So, they try, but it can be difficult for some families. The costs add up. So we thought that this would be a great opportunity for our platform, our industry to come together to really make a difference in the local community. And talking to the administrators there, they are just overwhelmed with our, the kindness and the support from the industry to make a difference. So that's really exciting.
So what will you be, how can people participate in this drive?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we're not asking for people to donate computers unless you really want to. We'll take it. But really, we're looking at, simple things, crayons, Sharpies, double-sided tape. There's a list on our LinkedIn page of all the supplies that we'd like to collect. And in lieu of a supply need, we can collect cash donations where will be turned into an Amazon gift card for the school to purchase their own supplies. So that's just a little bit of the information, but we'll have booths at the GHI conference that are willing to collect these items on our behalf. So at the end of the conference, Abby and myself, and I think we'll probably ask a few other folks that have contributed to take an Uber there and drop it off, have the opportunity to meet some of the people that will be affected by our donations in a good way. And we're excited to see some of that.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
So
go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
At the show, no, you're good. At the show, we'll have collection boxes, so donations can be dropped there throughout the show.
Okay, so people should bring stuff with them if they can, or they can stop by Walmart or Target or whatever, pick up some supplies and drop them off.
Correct.
Nice. All right. That's
And
so
we'll be
cool.
collecting through the show. Just want to make sure if you forget, on Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll still be there Thursday collecting. So please feel free, call to action, go get your supplies or give a cash donation. A few dollars will go a long way for these kids.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, awesome. And then are you all doing an event at the GHI this year?
Yes. So Wednesday at 1:30 in the afternoon at the Speed networking area, we will be gathering there for a Women of GSE event. Yes.
So all women even if you're not part of the LinkedIn group or you just see all these women gathering, can just anybody come over?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. Matt, you can come over.
Yeah, I attended the one
us.
in Portugal. I'm going to go ahead and
Yes.
drop that again for you. And and I was the principal photographer, I'd like to believe. So, I mean, there was real photographers there, but I mean, I was there and I had an iPhone, so I captured a lot of great photos of all the women there. And yeah, it'll be a great event. I'm glad you all are doing it. I'm so glad that you all were able to join me today and talk about it. What else kind of is in the future that we can kind of talk about too? Are you going to do anything at the GSE Expo in Las Vegas?
We are, yes. So we're in we're working through that right now. We'll also have another Women of GSE Give Back opportunity there. So we're working out the details of all of that now, but we'll share it as soon as possible. But yes, we're looking forward to having a great event there and gathering with the Women of GSE in Las Vegas.
So what is the process to join, I guess? Like if I'm a woman in GSE and I'm listening to this podcast right now, what do I do? What are my next steps?
So we do have a registration link on our LinkedIn page, but we just welcome anyone at these events to join us. They can learn more there, but give us a follow on LinkedIn. That's where all of the updated information about events is. And then again, there's a registration for email notifications as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, men and women of GSE, let's go and support the Women of GSE. You can find them just by going into your search tool on LinkedIn, Women of GSE, and you'll be able to find their pretty purple logo, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, Abby, what are you looking forward to just outside of Women of GSE at the GHI conference?
I'm really looking forward to connecting with people that I know, but also making new connections there. It's always a great time. It's more of an intimate show, so you get great one-on-one time with people. So looking at the attendee list, it looks like it's going to be well attended, and just looking forward to seeing my colleagues there.
Yeah, absolutely. Spending time with people in the industry is always profitable on both ends. We learn so much of what they're experiencing, and we get to hopefully problem solve. And more than anything, just spending time with people that you call friends, right? These are the folks that we travel with and spend time with when we're away from home and from our families. And it's always a good time.
Yeah. And we got, so we have the show in June, and then we have, the big one in September, and we're going to be able to see each other a lot over the next few months. So I'm really excited. I love it when the expo is in the US on the stateside. So that way I'm guaranteed to be able to go. And
me too.
Have two major events where we can see all of our customers and all our vendor partners and all that kind of stuff. So very much looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm really glad that it's in Orlando, because that means that Matt doesn't really have to travel. I just have to drive down the road a little bit and check into my hotel. But I think it's a great venue, especially if people want to bring their families and things like that, because there are some things to do around here.
A few things. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody bringing their families down from this group, or is it leaving the kids at home?
Yeah, leaving the kids at home. Talked about it, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know how the
Maybe
show
next
is.
year.
Like, you're busy from morning to night. They can do their own thing, but yeah, logistically, I think they're just going to stay home.
Yeah, it is crazy. I was kind of telling my wife about my schedule for that week, and she's like, tell me a little bit about it. I'm like, well, we get there at like 8 a.m. and I'm done by about midnight, 1 a.m., and it's just like, and that was like every night. And I was like, so I just, I'm going to be busy the entire time, but it's so much fun, and it's so much fun connecting with everybody. So it'll be a great time. I just, anything else that we want to cover? Did I miss anything on the Women of GSE?
Just want to say thank you, Laura, for doing all the work behind the scenes.
Yes.
She's in Ireland. She actually flew back to Ireland this week, so we were not able to ask her to join. But she's such an intricate part of our success on LinkedIn, as well as internally as we plan events and happenings. So thank you, Laura. We miss you.
Thank you, Laura. Couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, that reminds me. Are we going to do the Mallaghan Shamrock golfing thing again this year?
You better be. Yes.
Yeah.
No, or I
Absolutely.
mean, is Mallaghan doing it?
Yes, absolutely.
When does sign-ups start for that?
So the details are out on our LinkedIn page. Yes, no, registration is open. So I'll probably bring a QR code or something. We had something like that at the GSE Expo last year. So I'll check with Laura and maybe I can have a QR code there at GHI for people to register from.
Yeah, I was able to attend that last year, and it was an amazing opportunity to go out and golf and see all those people, and
It's great.
again, just another point of connection, and just for a special cause as well. So
Yes, absolutely.
so you all will have something at the booth then, and they can talk to you about that.
Yes.
So make sure you
Yeah,
stop by
we sure
the
will.
Mallaghan booth and talk to Abby about the was it Shamrock?
Yes, the Shamrock Classic.
The Shamrock Classic. Yeah, exactly. So awesome. All right. Well, anything else?
Thank you so much, Matt, for giving us
Thank
the
you, Matt.
opportunity to share, obviously, what we are trying to get done at GHI. And just want to remind the listeners, please bring some supplies, if not some cash donations. Would love to give back to that preschool and, make a big effect in their lives. So,
Yeah. Who should they hand the cash to, Abby or Karla?
yeah, either one.
Either one.
We'll keep each other honest, that's for sure.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And see you soon in Orlando.
Great. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the GSE Podcast. We hope you found it informative and engaging. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with your colleagues and peers in the ground support equipment community. Your support is invaluable to us. We'd appreciate it if you could take a moment to rate and review our podcast. Your feedback not only encourages us, but also helps expand our reach within the GSE community. Keep an eye out for more episodes as we continue to explore the dynamic world of ground operations, bringing you the latest trends, insights, and stories from the industry. Thank you for listening to the GSE Podcast. Until we meet again, stay grounded and keep pushing forward.